Ever stretched your fingers and heard that satisfying pop? Or maybe your knees crack when you stand, or your back snaps when you twist. These sounds are loud, surprising, and often misunderstood. Is it bones grinding, something breaking? Actually, it's a mix of physics and chemistry inside your joints. Some people love the sound, others hate it, and almost everyone's heard, "Stop that! You'll get arthritis!" But is that true? To find out, let's take a closer look inside a joint. Joints are like complex hinges, found all over your body. Fingers, knees, shoulders, spine. They let you move smoothly thanks to a special capsule filled with slippery fluid. It's not bone on bone, that would hurt. Instead, your joints are protected by a gooey substance that keeps everything gliding. The real mystery of the cracking sound isn't about bones or damage, it's a quick burst of energy like opening a can of soda, just on a tiny scale. To understand it, we need to shrink down and dive into that joint fluid. What's hiding in there? Let's find out. Ready to explore? Zoom in on a knuckle. The bone ends are cushioned by cartilage, all wrapped in a synovial capsule filled with synovial fluid, your body's natural lubricant. This fluid is mostly water, with proteins and dissolved gases like nitrogen and oxygen. When you crack a knuckle, you stretch the joint capsule, making more space inside. The fluid amount stays the same, but the space increases, dropping the pressure. This creates negative pressure, a mini vacuum. Gases don't like low pressure, so they come out of the fluid and form a bubble. It happens instantly. One moment the gas is dissolved, the next there's a bubble. This is the first step to that cracking sound. It's not bones or cartilage snapping, just a bubble forming in low pressure. But here's the twist. The bubble forming is silent. The sound comes from what happens next. The pop is still waiting to happen. So what makes the noise? Let's see what happens to that bubble. Get ready for the real action. The process is called cavitation, forming a bubble in liquid due to a pressure drop. Cavitation happens in boat propellers, but in your joints it's harmless. The bubble sits in your synovial fluid, but as you relax your joint, the capsule shrinks and pressure rises. The bubble can't survive the pressure jump, it collapses, or implodes in a split second. That's the pop. You hear the fluid rushing in, clapping together where the bubble was. The energy from the collapsing bubble creates a sound wave that reaches your ears. It's a tiny, harmless explosion inside your joint. This all happens in the blink of an eye, and that's why you can't crack the same knuckle again right away. The gases need time, about 20 minutes, to dissolve back into the fluid. Until then, no new bubble, no new pop. Your joint needs to recharge. It's chemistry's built-in waiting period. Science in action every time you crack. So, does cracking your knuckles cause arthritis? Science says no. The popping from cavitation doesn't harm your joints or cartilage. To prove it, Dr. Donald Unger cracked only his left hand's knuckles for 60 years, over 21,000 times. His right hand was the control. After decades, neither hand had arthritis. For this, he won the IG Nobel Prize in Medicine. Larger studies back him up. Habitual knuckle crackers don't get more arthritis than anyone else. So, you can tell your relatives science has spoken. Arthritis is caused by genetics, age injuries, and autoimmune issues, not by joint popping. The forces in cavitation are too small and brief to cause damage. If you enjoy cracking your knuckles, relax, it's safe. Your joints are tougher than you think. The myth is busted. Pop away, guilt-free. Just don't do it in a quiet library. Most joint cracking is normal, but pain is a red flag. If a pop comes with pain, swelling, or your joint locks up, see a doctor. It could be an injury. Fun fact, the world record for most joints cracked in a row is 32. That 20-minute recharge time, it varies for everyone depending on your joint structure and fluid. Not all joint noises are bubbles. Sometimes it's tendons snapping over bones like a guitar string. As we age, joints can get noisier due to rougher cartilage called crepitus. If it hurts or limits movement, mention it to your doctor. But most of the time that pop is just a harmless bubble collapsing. It's physics in your body, not a sign of damage. So next time you hear a crack, you'll know it's a tiny, bubbly implosion. Enjoy the science, and maybe keep it down in the movie theater. Your joints are just doing their thing. Pop responsibly.